a sudden, I don't know what that is, but y'all need to figure that out. And they like, shoot, I don't know what that is either, because that one nigga sitting up here saying, shit, why do I smell like this after I just touched that? And ain't nobody trying to identify it, but that shit is not cool. Like, nigga, what the fuck is this? And God said, ain't that the truth? So this is a message for Leo women born in August. And Grandma says, shoot, we thought you charged that, but damn, maybe you didn't. You know, a lot of things is, you know what, needing to be repaired. They like, yeah, I don't know why this is happening, but shoot, even these motherfuckers looking like, yeah, we didn't even report this or report that, because that is kind of catastrophic when people really want to report the most fucked up ass shit, especially when you really have been doing stuff on the up and up. You know what? That's kind of fucked up, boo. And a lot of these corporations and companies say, you know what? They shouldn't even have power to do half the shit that they do. Grandma said, don't we know it? So we're going to put these in the bowl too. Grandma said, let's put them in the bowl too. Grandma used to always put orange peels in water. Um, I really should. Did I put it in the refrigerator? Oh, I did. Good job, Fifi. I put it in the refrigerator, Grandma. So we're gonna make some tea with these peels. It's gonna be good. Grandma said we're gonna make some orange tea. You know. So let's see what these Leo women born in August need to know. How y'all doing, amazing women? Huh? Like, yeah, I'm tired of touching stuff and I smell stuff out of nowhere too. A lot of y'all be like, shoot, ain't nobody saying nothing about it, nigga. I said. So on this phone, they make my face super dark. That was good. And they should have like a little lamp, but shit, I don't give a fuck. Mm. My body is tired, you know. A lot of y'all need to stay to y'all self a little while longer, boo. Don't try to be too social with nobody. You know. Okay. Let me turn this heat on a little bit, y'all. So let's see. How y'all doing? Let's get y'all some information, boo. Let me wipe this off real quick. So this message is for Leo women born in August. So let's see. A lot of y'all be like, sure, What you doing, boo? We're gonna use the index cards today and see what comes out, okay? We're gonna get 8 cards for y'all. See what's popping. And pretty soon the other cards are going to be with the stack, okay? I'm going to get my other cards and they like, yeah, we gonna be all together again. Damn. And y'all gonna be like, yeah, that's what's up. God said, ain't that the truth? So we have the essence of excuse me, married your ex on purpose. So someone here could have married your ex on purpose, and you know what? It is what it is, and that person may not even know what was going on until the end, and they said, "Wow, grimy ass motherfuckers out here," and they really looking like, "Yeah, this ain't cute." And I can't even be fucking around like this, and this is not even good. And that motherfucker is really going through some catastrophic feelings and shit. And grandma said that's what you need to know here too. This nigga looking like, you know what? I shouldn't be a part of none of this shit that's going on, because you know what? Your ass was an amazing creature. And this motherfucker literally sought out someone on purpose and decided to, you know what? Play their cards just like you. They decided to act like you, walk like you, talk like you, dress like you, and everything. And that made that nigga, okay, just say, you know what? I got the secondary best. And that's kind of fucked up. And that's someone's truth. It says, take this love offer. So someone here literally is looking like, you know what? I don't even want to be here and I shouldn't be here. And I don't know what's going on. And this is a weird situation, but someone here want to come and talk to you and commiserate with you and everything. And you know what? It says they are busted. They are already here. And they really looking like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. And they really looking like, you know what? I don't want to do this. I don't know what the fuck this is, but shit, I'm finna get this bitch out my face or out my life and all this other shit. And I gotta move forward, boo. You know? And someone here is really pissed, you know what? But someone here can have STDs currently. And that nigga said, yeah, I think that bitch did that on to this person on purpose too. And that nigga looking like, yeah, this ain't good. He really is sad, okay? There's a man here that really is flabbergasted. He really is looking like shit. Motherfuckers can be real grimy and they can really set out to do so many toxic things. You know what? Out of nowhere, boo. And grandma said, that's what you already know here too. It says you are making people think about their parents' mistakes even further. And everybody looking like, ain't you? And that's what you do, boo. Yeah, it says the Six of Cups energy is here a bad one. So you could be dealing with family or friends or reconciliation or something, but shit, they like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with half of the shit that, you know what, I need to deal with. But this nigga need to deal with something even further here too. And he really looking like, yeah, I fucked up myself more so than anything. And that's what these niggas need to tell you too. And they really looking like, shoot, I need to go everywhere instead of nowhere ever again here, boo. And grandma said that's what you need to know here too. Yeah, it says admire you from afar. So even though these people set up here, trailblazers is here, even though these people set up here and you know what, married your ex on purpose and everything, even your ex is saying, shit, what's up? How you doing? Damn. Somebody is really feeling some type of way. You're like, shit, this ain't cool. And they really looking like, what the fuck? Nigga, ain't that the truth? So we have the essence of high vibrational children is here. And we have the Nine of Swords energy. So someone here is really going through some anxiety, stress, and worry, but shit, you ain't even in the area and space, and you ain't even dealing with nothing, and everybody want to act like, you know what, it's about you and all this other shit and everything, and you gonna want to be part of this and part of that, but it's about you. No, don't be putting, you know what, these Leo women born in August names in anything, and they don't want to deal with shit. And grandma said, don't we know it here too? So move towards happiness, boo. So whatever this, you know what, premature reconciliation or whatever the fuck is going on, but you don't even know who the fuck these niggas are. And you don't even know what they was doing and how they was doing it and all this other shit, and everybody looking like, yeah, that bitch ain't even okay being social or talking to nobody or something like that. So what the fuck are y'all talking about, nigga? And grandma said, ain't that the truth? A lot of people want to act like, yeah, that's not yours, that's mine. Nigga, no, it's not. It belongs to Leo women born in August, and that's her shit. And grandma said, ain't that the truth? It says molester is here. So there's someone here that could be a molester and everything, and they like, yeah, that nigga found out that that bitch is grimy than a motherfucker. And this nigga's looking like, yeah, I don't think I want to be dealing with this right now. And I ain't even know that that bitch knew this nigga and that nigga knew this bitch and all this other shit. And it really was a setup to, you know what, throw something in your face. But you kind of tired, boo. And this motherfucker don't even know what to say. But now this bitch is looking like, yeah, she done fucked with everybody today. And grandma said, this bitch finna go to jail. And after she go to jail, then it's gonna be catastrophic for not no one. It actually will be a relief. And grandma said, that's what you need to know here too. Yeah, it says they already busted. They are already here busted. So whoever this is, shit, they like, yeah, that bitch is a child molester or a molester or something. And everybody's saying, ain't that the truth? Social butterfly is here. They like, shoot, these motherfuckers be getting down, baby. It says time for you. It says time for a different way of doing things. But that's not true for you. It's true for other people. And whoever's getting ready to go to jail and everything, these motherfuckers ain't gonna be having a cure for their STD in jail. And the jail community is gonna say, you know what, you're gonna have to try to figure out how to get rid of it naturally. And they gonna really send these people through a lot of pain, and they really gonna die of whatever STDs that they have, because even the medical system at the jail cell is really not going to be doing anything to help anyone anymore. But why is it the fact that the medical community is not helping anybody? They don't know. And that's what they need to look at. And God said, why is everybody not paying attention to the status quo of things? I don't know. And I really feel like everybody is under a trance or under some form of drug or under something that say that they not paying attention to the acts of what's going on. And that's kind of catastrophic to people that really can see that something ain't right. And that's someone's truth. Yeah, it says guidance for the future is coming your way. So there's going to be some form of guidance or some form of something that be sprayed in the air or sprayed in put in the water or something in order to bring people back to a more balanced state. And this is about to happen overnight. And grandma said it's going to take approximately, you know what, 2 seconds to really, you know what, make everybody snap out of it. And when they snap out of it, then they going to really see that shit. They really shouldn't have been fucking up everything that they was fucking up about you. And they really already knowing that shit. You gonna be a millionaire, boo. And grandma said, ain't that the truth? Yeah, it says fuck, it says friends are fucking okay you up on the low. And that's what you need to know. These child molesters or whoever, or a molester or something like that, someone here who married your ex and everything, they really did the most grimiest shit. And they really went ham with it too. They went 0 to a million with this shit. And grandma said, shoot. but they couldn't get to something that you really valued and something that you really loved. And God said, that's what you need to know here too. They said, yeah, not like this. And that's their truth. Yeah, it says dad never really knew his real father. And then it says the gang slash organization is falling apart currently. And God said that's what you need to know here too. So there's a lot of people that's gonna start looking like, what the fuck, and why was we doing this, and what the hell is going on? Everybody gonna snap the fuck up out of it, boo. And everybody saying shit. That's what you need to know here too. Yeah, it says learning how to be free of the fears, okay? People instilled in you, letting go. So it's time for you to shift and, you know what? Not give a fuck. And God said, that's what you need to know. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck about none of this shit. And grandma said, shit, even your water goals is looking like damn. Start drinking your water, bitch. And God said, that's what we gonna start doing here too. It says, move towards love, okay? So whatever's going on, shit, it's gonna be better than what it was before and all this other stuff. And I don't know who the fuck that nigga is and why that nigga was doing this and doing that. But this nigga really feels sad. He really feels depressed because he already knew where he was supposed to be. And he already knew that shit, it was a love thing, a love connection so powerful that they should have never ever been anywhere else but other with you. And grandma said that's what they already know here too. So what's in the mind? It says looking at this situation differently. And what's the overall energy? The Eight of Swords energy is here, a bad one. So it ain't for you. It's for other people because they gonna really wake up out of a lot of shit and be like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. What happened? And who? Grandma said that's what you need to know here, boo. So I'm about to, you know what, drink this water. And the shirt say, I'm drying, boo. I'm getting it together. Let me rinse out my skirt because I'm going to wear this outfit tomorrow. You know, let's rinse this out real quick, y'all. Hold on. Where's my skirt at? I think this is it, yeah. I mean, lost so much weight that when I look at my clothes, I wasn't this big though. I think the elasticity is just you know, big. But I lost so much weight that my clothes is bigger on me, and I like that. I like being skinny. I don't like having all that weight on me. And drinking alcohol and all that other stuff, that stuff will mess you up. You know? It really will. I'm just rinsing it out a little bit. I ain't stanky. But my shirt is drying, so, you know, I can get all this stuff situated and everything. I'm kind of tired, y'all. Just tired. You know. I'm gonna just rinse it out a little bit. And that's why I really, you know what, just need to wring it out a little bit. Hold on, put this on the, okay. I said, shoot, I know you want some chicken nuggets. Let's microwave some chicken nuggets, y'all. Microwave some chicken nuggets. Should okay, so let's do minutes, y'all. Okay. That's it. That's all we need to do. You know. So let's see. A lot of y'all don't know what to say, but shoot, we got stuff to do, boo. And a lot of people been trying to keep us to not do this and not do that, but shit, I'm gonna sue all these niggas. And they're gonna be like, damn, and she is, and I am. You know? Grandma said, shoot, start drinking your water. Drink y'all water, boo. So let's see, if you're dealing with the water sign Leo women born in August, this is for you. Dealing with the water sign Leo women born in August. It says running is here. So there's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy that's looking like shit. I ain't even know this nigga at first. And then all of a sudden that nigga, okay, came out of nowhere. And I'm with this nigga, doing this with this nigga and all this stuff with this nigga. I don't know who this nigga is, but I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. And that's what y'all need to know here too. So there's an air sign that's a Gemini that's looking like, yeah, I would never do no shit like this. So why did I do it? And why did I not pay attention to myself? And you always telling people to look for their true self and shit. And someone here feel like, damn, they fucked up here, boo. Yeah, it says make the effort. Hold on, y'all. Damn. I don't want my chicken nuggets to be stuck together, niggas. Stop that. Okay. That's my truth. So whoever is dealing with this water sign, they really is trying to run physically, but there's something about their ankles or their legs or their body that say, you know what? They fuck their body up so much that they can't even try to run no more. And when you stand like this and stand like that for so many years, your whole body is saying, nigga, you can't run. And that's what that nigga is starting to realize here too. And he really looking like shit, but I'm gonna keep on trying. And grandma said, that's what you need to know here, boo. This motherfucker is feeling rejected by you and saying, shit, I'm gonna need you to try to help me do this and help me do that and all this other stuff. And you like, shit, I ain't one of them bitches from back in the day that's gonna help and assist a motherfucker that's been fucking me up over the years. And God said, that's what you need to know here too. Ashamed is here. So it says guilt, embarrassed, and in the wrong. A lot of motherfuckers looking like shit. I ain't finna help you with shit. You ain't help me with shit. And you told me that, you know, it's all over in my mind. So niggas in your mind, get it together. And God said, that's what you need to know here, boo. So there's a water sign that's going through some emotions and looking like, yeah, I don't know why God just, you know what, did this, but they know why. And that's their truth, you know. A lot of motherfuckers want to act like this and act like that and all this other shit, but you know what? Even that air sign is looking like, shoot, I ain't gonna even deal with none of this stuff. I take myself out before I gotta go do all that, and that's what that nigga want to do. There's an air sign want to take himself out in order to deal with all the physical therapy and everything that he would have to do, because he don't want to be vulnerable. And grandma says, shit, I'm gonna make sure this nigga go through some shit. Get that up out of here. Take that, take this. Someone here gonna make sure they don't have access to murk theyself. And God said, don't we know it here too? So if you're dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, this is for you. So we have unbreakable love. This person has a genuine love for you, and you can overcome any issues that may arise here, boo. Have faith. It says the angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. So whatever is going on with between you and this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, even this Gemini saying shit. That nigga got feelings and that nigga needs to tell you this and tell you that, and he don't know how to express himself, and I'm helping that nigga. And we ain't fucking, but I'm helping this nigga so this nigga can give you something that you need, okay, won't deserve and desire. So there's somebody in the air sign that's helping the earth sign. And they like, yeah, let me help this nigga, because that could be catastrophic to they body mind here too. And God said, don't we know it here, boo? So if you're dealing with the air sign, this is for you. It says rejected. So even God is saying, you know what? A lot of people going to start feeling so different and so shifting in their energy that it's not going to be right for a minute. And Grandma said, ain't that the truth? I said, a lot of certain people said, shit, I kept on looking for my true self. I don't know about all these other motherfuckers, but they gonna be shocked when they ain't been their true self this whole time here too. And God said, that's what you need to know. So a lot of these air signs been sitting up here chopping it up with an earth sign, but even the earth sign says, shit, I stay my true self. And I've been paying attention to everything. I said, yeah, look for y'all true self, niggas. Shit, should I start throwing out motherfucking green tea pills? Look for your true self, nigga. Damn. God said, ain't that the truth? So this air sign is not feeling up to par. And this air sign says, shit, I don't even want to deal with nobody no more, because this is catastrophic. Because what the fuck was this and what the fuck was that and why? And God said, ain't that the truth? It says they are the one, okay? They are the one. It says you have already met the romantic partner you seek. But this motherfucker don't want to deal with nothing no more. And he like, shit, I don't give a fuck. Don't contact me. And this air energy looking like shit. And don't we know it? And that's your truth. Grandma said, shit, now you don't even want to drink all the water. And the water looking at you like, come on now. Drink me, boo. I need to drink this water. And that's my truth. So, if you're dealing with a fire sign, this is for you. So it says, take a leap of faith. It says, only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. And Grandma said, shady is here too. So whatever's going on between you and this fire energy, he like, yeah, that would be okay, but shit, I got other shit going on, nigga, and I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. But Grandma said this nigga finna come from out of the woods pretty soon. And he like, yeah, I think I don't want to do that no more. And God said, ain't that the truth? So someone here literally been doing some shady ass shit, but he ain't gonna be doing that no more. And Grandma said, stay focused.